close.
Ever since Auburn Baseball lost to LSU in the SEC tournament last Thursday, they've been waiting for today. The Tigers found out their postseason fate during the NCAA tournament selection show. This ball club had to wait until the very last regional site and the very last spot in the tournament to find out where they're going, but they are so excited to where they're heading. They're only heading about 2 hours away from home to Atlanta for their regional. The Tigers are the #2 seed in the Atlanta regional, with #1 being Georgia Tech, #3 Coastal Carolina, and #4 is Florida A&M. Freshman Ryan Bliss shares what it's like to have had to wait the entire show just to hear their names.
It was nerve-wracking knowing that we were the last team called in the whole selection show. You know, just sitting there waiting for our name to get called, and then finally being the last team, it was nerve-wracking. But you know, going to Georgia Tech, we played them twice already. Kind of owed them a little something. They swept us both games, so it would be special going back to Georgia and giving revenge to them.
Before Auburn can get that revenge, though, they must go through 3-seed Coastal Carolina on Friday. Now, as Auburn Baseball gets ready for the next part of its season, the team will be missing a special person who's been there for 27 years. Their voice, Rod Bramplett. As many of you know, Rod and his wife Paula passed away on Saturday after being involved in a serious car accident. Rod started calling baseball games for Auburn in 1993 after graduating from the university in 1988. After the selection show today, head coach Butch Thompson shared that this team has a heavy heart right now, but he knows Rod and Paula would want this program to not only love on each other, but also do the best they can moving forward.
Personally, it was really hard because that's a man that I connect with every day, and we talk about our ball club. And the last 27 years, you know, Rod has been telling the story of Auburn baseball, and him and his wife are great examples of how to love Auburn, how to be a husband, how to lead a family. Pretty good example for everybody to, to play off of, and to have that missing at this anytime, but especially now, puts baseball in perspective and makes you realize that things are bigger than ball.
Rod called his last Auburn baseball game during the SEC tournament when the Tigers played LSU.